Okay, so before you watch this video, make sure that you've already watched the I'm sorry video. There will be a clickable box at the top right of the screen right now that you can go and click and watch the video. Just make sure that you've watched that before you watch this video because it includes a lot of important information and you won't understand a lot of this video without it. So yeah. So in this video, I'll be answering any and all questions that I've been getting on Twitter about the situation. And I will also be responding to Epikrika's video, which he made on his second channel. So first of all, I want to explain my reasons for making this video. The reason for making this video, or at least the main reason, is to defend free speech. If I simply let this go like everyone's telling me to, in future if someone else makes an edgy joke, it'll be taken very seriously and they will use my case as an example against them. Well, Nattie said all this shit and he backed off. But first of all, before we get into Epikrika's video, I first of all want to go over some funny tweets that were made, and they are all relevant to the situation, and I want you to watch this part of the video and keep these tweets and my statements at the back of your mind. Okay, so the first funny tweet is by Zoom, and he says, "Stop milking content from your shameful actions, you're disgusting at Nattie." And then somebody replied to this man and wrongfully called me a US citizen, but never mind. Zoom then says, "It becomes less of a joke, because he's done this before, and he has a pattern." Now what he's referring to right here is the Chloe Games drama, where I said some stuff on the bot, and the bot in the Discord generates a random yes or no answer to your questions. We were all in a voice chat having a fun time, laughing our ass off, as I said, how big are Chloe's tits, for example. The bot would generate a random answer, and the reason why it's funny is because of the shock value, the shock that somebody would ask that. Now I was being called a creep because of this, and yeah, you can still say I'm a creep, but the fact that there's a pattern actually helps me prove that I've made these kind of jokes in the past. Literally everybody was saying, don't bring up Chloe because it won't help you. And I completely disagree. I think that if there's a pattern of me making edgy jokes, that definitely doesn't make any repetitions of those jokes any less of a joke. I think it just proves that I am actually joking. For example, here's a 9/11 meme of Buzz Lightyear flying into the Twin Towers. Why is this funny? Shock value. I don't think 9/11's funny. I think it was a horrible event which got people killed, and it did. It was fucking terrifying, but I think that meme's fucking hilarious. And not to go too off topic here, but I'm pretty sure Sandra was one of the people who were rallying behind everyone else. All 5 people calling me a pedophile and saying what I did was disgusting, and I'm sure because she's saying that, she would never ever make a racist joke or send NSFW to a minor like I did. That right there, Sandra, is quite disgusting. The only difference is, this image I got from Google Images, I had no idea of the age of the person I was sending it to. But the question is, did Sandra? Not to dig too deep into this, but it's just funny how people say, you did something bad, but they did it a year ago. And better yet, have you guys ever shared a lolly meme on Discord? Or have you guys ever laughed at a lolly meme? If you find any of these funny, you're a fucking pedophile, and you deserve to be locked up. And just a couple frequently asked questions. No, I didn't like bot my video. That really is just the amount of people that didn't give a shit. No, I'm not paying people to leave nice comments and support me on Twitter or YouTube. And no, I'm not trying to promote pedophilia through my jokes, or act like it's okay. It's not okay, it's a very serious issue, and I fucking hate people like that. As you may know, I've exposed quite a few of them. You can think I'm fucking weird. I am, but I'm not a pedophile. So first of all, I'm going to talk about why exactly I sent that dick pic from Google Images. As you know from watching the I'm sorry video, it was a group where everybody was used to those jokes. 2 of the 3 people in the group have now left, and have made videos about me being a pedophile. And those 2 people are fucking snakes, who now want to talk to me and be friends, by the way. And I just want to say that you can both suck a fart directly out of my asshole. So this part of the video is me answering the questions, or at least trying to. It's more so just explaining the situation more than answering questions, because that's the only way I can. So I've got a little notepad here of just like notes of what people want to know, because I keep getting tweeted the same questions, and I stayed up to about 3 AM answering them all, but I keep getting asked the same ones. So the goal of this video is to mainly answer questions and just have information for those questions in one place where everybody can find it. So first of all, the messages. Well, that's the easiest one. It was all in a joking context. It was all satire. None of it was serious. The images again. It was just a more serious version of the messages, and I still had no idea of the age of the person at the time. The only time I found out the age actually was when I was in a group chat with a few people. Pink Cat was in the group, and I think it was Pink Cat that said, guys, so guess our age. And everyone was saying 12, 13, 15, 11. But the one number number people didn't say was 14, so I said 14. And the reason for that was because, obviously the second he says, okay guys, guess her age, I was pretty much like, oh shit, maybe she isn't over 16 because 16 is the age of consent, by the way, in the UK. You can have sex at 16. And I assumed she was at least 16 or over that, so I was okay with being my fucked up self and making those jokes. And of course me saying 14 didn't help me apparently because they thought, oh yeah, you just assumed that she was 14 this whole time and you knew? Her actual age is 12. Apparently. And she was fine with all these jokes at the time that we were in the group chat. If she wanted me to stop, I would have stopped. Everyone was laughing their ass off pretty much. But of course they don't tell you that. They say, yes, this person was harassing me, but I didn't use the block button. I don't know why, guys. It just wasn't there for me for some reason. I just kept talking to this person over and over again. And the main craze right now is an audio file of me saying pretty much the same shit that I said in the messages that got leaked, but it's on an audio file. One of them was saying, send an image, it only takes a second. And one of them was saying, fuck me.
Okay, Crazy, can you play the audio that Nathan sent you?
Okay.
Crazy, please, just send me a picture. It'll only take a second, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you play the one where he says, like, fuck me or something?
I'm gonna mute.
Fuck me. These were both sent on Snapchat, and as you can tell by the tone, it's not exactly that seducing, it's not a serious request. Like, for example, on the second audio file, it sounds like I just got killed by Sans and Undertow, and I kind of just want to shoot myself. But at the end of the day, they were jokes, and that's all there is to say, really. And for the people saying, oh, you're just saying that because then you can say weird shit to minors and get away with it by saying it's a joke. Keep in mind, I didn't know the age until after all this shit happened, like I sent those pictures. One of them being me with my tongue, and the other being a dick from Google. If I had known the age, I obviously wouldn't have joked around like this. And I have absolutely no regrets in making these jokes. I am not sorry for making these jokes, and will continue to do so. The only thing I'm sorry for, and the only reason that I'm quite mad at myself and have regrets, is because I didn't check the age first. I had no idea. And because I trusted someone brand new to the group, and just acted like normal, like it was someone I knew for months, and I knew her for less than 3 weeks. I shouldn't have trusted her, and I should have found out the age first. Those are my only regrets, and comedy has no limits. You can be offended from a joke. You can not like something I say. You can call me a creep, you can think the shit that I say is creepy, but the intentions behind the shit that someone says is important. Context is important. For example, here's someone saying that they like underage girls to make fun of the situation, to make fun of the people hating on me. Hey, J-Dog here, I just want to say that I am sexually attracted to young girls like 12-year-olds. Which I then jokingly respond with, you can't just make jokes like that, what the fuck? And then Rainway provided a picture of him saying, she's still cute though, to someone saying that she's 12. And then Roblox Minigunner being the intellectual that he is. He doesn't follow me. This isn't a joke. This is him very seriously trying to get me with this quote that I said. He takes a screenshot of me saying, I was just informed by someone that they believe in freedom of speech, but the thing I joked about isn't okay. Freedom of speech. Which I then replied with, that's the point I'm making, Roblox Minigunner. And then Enzo, another YouTuber, says, what do you mean? And then Kyle, someone that's actually quite intelligent in this, he can make whatever jokes he wants, it's his life, his friend group, people take it the wrong way. He just said that someone can't make a joke like that, lol. Yes, that's the joke. Are these people fucking people? And then someone called Kesley Johnson says, joking about certain topics to me isn't cool at all, but go off. Crying emoji. Which I then replied with, it's okay to not be cool with that. Much like when people get offended when people joke about 9/11. That's your opinion and personal preference. That doesn't make a joke not a joke, however. So yeah, time to dive into Pinkant's amazing video, which might I add is the third installment of his series called The Pinnacle of Lazy Content. The series in which he barely ever uploads on, which is quite ironic considering the name. All of the background footage is just him sticking his camera out of the window whilst his parents drive in their car. The background is pretty lazy, you just record as you sit there in the car being bored, you barely fucking upload on this series. You even say at the start of my video that the last one you made was 11 months ago. Your microphone sounds like a fucking Pringles can. But in all seriousness, I did look up to Epikrika. He was one of the people that inspired me to make my my videos. I actually watched him closely as I made my videos originally and started making these kind of videos, these kind of drama videos, these commentaries. And I thought he was the owner of more than 2 brain cells, but apparently not. He starts out the video by making a little funny joke by saying the video was originally meant to be on somebody called The Gamer, but uh-oh, pedo alert, it's Natherix. Oh, never mind guys, it's Green Lego Cats. It's actually Natherix, because Natherix and Green Lego Cats are pretty much the same people. They both make bad content, and it turns out one of them is actually a bad person. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. People that have made fucked up jokes to their friends in private, people that have made fucked up jokes in their head. And liars.
Worth noting that he goes out of his way to avoid naming people in this video or giving any sort of context as to what actually happened. His excuse for this is that he doesn't want to send hate to people, but it's clear that this lack of context is what leads his fans to blindly support him, because they see it as him just getting hate for a joke.
And I'm not naming names because I don't want my audience to go and hate on people. I'm not going to say the name actually, just because, again, the hate, for the people that are on my side.
It only takes one look in the comments section to see what I mean.
Stealing someone's personal info? Now that's illegal.
Okay, so I don't know how many funnies we are on right now, like the funny counter, but I think it's like the 6th. He says that my video was blank, so he's gonna add his own footage in the background, and of course it's fucking crying babies. And then he says on the screen, for some reason, that his name is literally also visible already in his pinned tweet, where he's showing his donations to a GoFundMe. So I don't know why he's complaining about it like that wasn't already public information. Yeah, because having my name on a GoFundMe with my address hidden and all of my personal information hidden, having my name out there is having the equivalent of my dead grandparents' names, pictures of them, my address, my postcode, my girlfriend, my school, my 10-year-old sister's school, and having pizza deliveries every 5 fucking minutes. Really messed up jokes. Like, you all understand that it's a joke. It's not serious, like... And then he just goes on to speed up the footage because he goes on about it for some time, pretty much leaving out all the context in my video and just ignoring what I was saying so his audience have no fucking clue what I was saying. And in this video, believe it or not, he was bitching about context. In the video, I hid people's names because I didn't want them getting hate. You guys know that cunt in the screenshot, Annie Cakes? He likes to make videos about me. Well, he was actually someone that I wanted to not name because he wanted to do YouTube. He told me that YouTube is what he wants to do. Of course, I don't want to send hate his way because that could tarnish that. You know, you can't really grow a channel if all you're doing is getting hate every single fucking video. But of course I need to reveal that now because Rika says that's apparently not showing the context or whatever the fuck this kid says. And then Epikrika does the unimaginable. He brings up the Chloe drama. I forgot that I did this in the past, that I had a patent, and that I could use this to defend myself and show that I do make these jokes. It's not something that I'm just pulling out my ass. So, technically, Epikrika is like my best friend. But he's also a cunt. Okay, so I'll go ahead and reveal all the names right now. The name from the clip he just shown, the name I wasn't saying is Crazy. C-R-A-Z-E on Discord. Also known as Crazy on Twitter. Probably gonna change the name now because I've named it, obviously. It's gonna get hate. The 2 other people were Annie Cakes and Simply. Also previously known as Roblox Events. Also known as the guy that got banned and cried on video because you leaked the egg hunt. Are you happy now? I don't understand how the fuck that makes any kind of like context up. How naming names, like holy shit, was the script wrote in 2 minutes or some shit? It's like you want to jump on the views so fast. I'm starting to see why it's called the pinnacle of lazy content, holy shit. And then this genius goes on to say that, oh fuck, how dare people defend me because my personal information got leaked. That's why I'm so shaky in the video because my address was leaked the second before I made the video. I found out, so I was like, shit, I better say something about this. Because at first I thought people were like saying pedo as a joke because I didn't realize people were like this. I didn't realize there were this many SJWs in the world. It's like, it's insane. I bet if I made a Nazi joke, you call me a racist too, and like a Nazi. I mean, probably not, because that doesn't get as many views as pedophile, but yeah, Rika, holy shit, people are concerned about my safety. I'm a big YouTuber that got my address leaked, and I say big in quotation marks. Like, Rika, are you genuinely trying to justify this shit to deserve me having all of my personal information leaked? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done with this video, and I hope I answered your questions. And if not, I really couldn't give 2 shits. I'm done with this. Before we end the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the explosive growth recently in views. It's really insane and very motivating in a situation like this and town like this. So thanks, and I love you guys. Peace.